you on some official figures. Turkey now says some 7,500 or so buildings have been totally destroyed. You could really have the same number all over again when it comes to the number they say will now need to be urgently demolished. But have a look at this. This is Hatay, down in the southwest of the quake zone. And these pictures speak for themselves, frankly. They illustrate the kind of danger search and rescue teams face. I can tell you all people involved in that incident happily escaped unscathed. Now, you mentioned these almost miracle escapes, 120, 130 hours on from this incident. Let's go to Nudura. These pictures, a family of 5 rescued today. Mum came out first, then a daughter. Then Dad said, no, not me. Rescued the next 2 daughters first, then I'll come out. Tells you all you need to know about Dad, really. But these rescues do continue to happen. Even behind me tonight, they've had people up on the top, still hoping there might be people there. So the politics, to Diyarbakir on the eastern side of the quake zone. President Erdogan saying today, as he met people affected by the disaster, anybody caught looting or kidnapping, didn't explain what he meant by kidnapping, no reports of that. He said anybody involved in that will face, as he put it, the full force of the Turkish state on their back. Anybody who knows Turkey knows that weight can be quite considerable. I can tell you 48 people have been arrested in connection with looting, and in terms of the worsening security situation, teams of Germany and Austrians pulled out of their search and rescue mission today, citing worsening security. Let's go briefly south of the border into Syria. These pictures show Syrians already affected by years of civil war, now face an indeterminate future in reasonably safe, one can only hope, shelters south of the border. So back in Turkey to the ancient city of Antakya, severely damaged by the earthquake here. Indeed, most of the people still there, as in most of the towns and cities in the Turkish region, there for one thing only, and that is to retrieve, they hope, the bodies of their loved ones. How on earth are they living day by day? Well, our reporter Emily Wither has been finding out, and a warning, there are some distressing images in her report tonight.
Antakya bitti. The city is finished. A phrase repeated in disbelief on every street corner. The damage is so complete, even the buildings that still stand will need to be pulled down. 6 days on from the earthquake, most of those who lived have left. The daily greeting between neighbours is now the obligatory, "Have you found them yet?" The sight of an ambulance once brought fear of death, now it means hope for life. For the ones that remain, home is now a tent, hastily set up wherever there isn't rubble. For Saniye and her extended family, it's a schoolyard at the top of their street.
Depremden dolayı zor durumdayız. Çoluk çocuk hepimiz çadırlarda kalıyoruz. Kaldığımız kadarıyla. Gece çok aşırı derecede soğuk oluyor. Çocuklar hepsi hastalandık. Tekrar arabalara girdik. Kaybımız çok. Antakya yerle bir oldu. Kıyamet koptu. Keşke eşim hayatta kalsaydı.
Like most still here, Saniye is waiting for the body of her husband, knowing the chances he survived are gone. The kids are too young to fully grasp the enormity of what's happened. A shopping trolley brings a moment of fun. But Jada is old enough to know her life has changed. Pulled from the rubble after 2 days, her parents and siblings were not.
Onları her gözümü kapattığımda görüyorum. Çok özledim onu. Onları görmek istiyorum ama.
Saniye hears another family member has been found. The night of the quake, she would have walked down this street, happy with her husband after celebrating her birthday. Now she waits in agony for his body. But the body is not his. It's her nephew, Jada's brother.
Öyle gibiyiz. Bazen diyorum keşke ölseydik.
Look at us. We are like the dead. I can't breathe. another family member says.
Eşyalarımız.
There's no time for ceremony in this city, just formality. His name is written. Then the family try to flag down a passing car to take the body to a hospital. At first the driver refuses, but then shows mercy. The young boy, quietly, carried away by male family members on the back of a truck. As night sets in, fires spring up. The remains of people's homes burnt for warmth. Yunus, a doctor, raced back to his hometown when his parents didn't pick up the phone. He pulled his brother Suleiman from the rubble.
I did 30 minutes CPR to my brother, myself, but he didn't come. He's gone. I don't know how to feel.
He's still trying to retrieve his parents, Ismail and Gulbahar. Antakya, a city known for its warmth, is numb, its spirit buried with its people.
There is no hometown anymore. Everyone in this city living this time, they going anywhere else. Maybe next time, next children will come here and build up again.
Well, we move from this situation of search and rescue very much now into the longer term situation of public health. The problems there are going to be profound. People living in the most appalling, rudimentary conditions, whatever tents they can get, grass verges, public parks, central reservations in cities. Everywhere you see people just frankly surviving night to night. Nobody believes that is a sustainable position for people long term in unhygienic conditions, and the public health implications obvious. In terms finally of the death toll here, both in Turkey and in Syria, well, the humanitarian chief of the UN, Martin Griffiths, is in Turkey. He said today he will not be surprised at all if the current death toll of around 25,000 ends up doubling. Back to you.
Alex, thanks very much.